I want to ask you something. When was the last time you did something just because you love doing it? I'm not talking about consumption, like watching a TV show or listening to music. I'm talking about doing something. Something that forces you to take a detour around practicality, even if it's just for a moment. I do something like this almost every day, and that's not an accident. I take playing very seriously, and I think you should too, because it has the power to change you in incredible and profound ways. And the amazing thing is, it's not gonna fix any of your problems. It's not like a magic bullet that solves everything. At the end of the day, life is still life. But when done thoughtfully, allowing yourself to just play can make that same life feel a little more vivid. For how beneficial this mindset has been for me, I honestly wish I could take more credit. But the truth is, I learned it from my old neighbor. My old neighbor also took playing seriously, so I was very fortunate that he was one of the main people that raised me. Now that I'm older, I've been able to appreciate all that he did for me so much more. This is gonna sound like an exaggeration, but it wasn't just me he helped raise. He was looking out for millions of kids in our neighborhood. And I don't think any of us realized at the time just how lucky we were to have him around.
I guess you know that I really love music. In fact, it's been very, very important to me since I was very little. My mom and dad didn't like me to bang when I was angry. But I found that if I played the piano when I was angry, they didn't mind that. So that's what I did. I'd play like that. And then little by little, I'd see that the music would be sounding less and less angry. So it seemed that the more I played, the more anger got out of me. And I felt better about everything. Because it does give you a good feeling to know that there's something that you can do to help you become the master of the mad that you feel.
One of my go-to forms of playing has always been skateboarding. For me, it's perfect because I can squeeze it in before or after work, and it makes a significant impact on my mood for the rest of the day. It's not that I use it to avoid my problems. It's more like a tactic I have to narrow in on what I love about being alive. That way, when I go back to the real world, I have a much more clear picture of who I actually am, especially when things inevitably go wrong. Skateboarding is usually the most convenient way for me to play, but it certainly is not the only way. I have some friends back home that are absolute masters of finding creative ways to not take themselves seriously. I caught up with them recently to get their thoughts on playing, but it was difficult to talk to them because the entire time we were all just playing.
Make sure to like and subscribe.
No, don't do that. Xon, what are we doing?
Smash that like button.
No, Xon, stop.
Look for the bell.
Xon, stop it. Knock it off. What are we doing today, Xon?
It's a great question, Shaffer. What are we doing today?
Stop.
I thought I was supposed to.
We're Super 73ing the back roads of Colorado.
The problem is the Super 73s only have a 35-mile range. We started with 30. Xon started with 23.
And we need to account for double to go back, because that was all downhill.
No, but
So
if we
it
go
took
over
us- if it
Paradise
took us-
Divide, we probably need to account for triple.
It's so stupid, it's beautiful. It's important to play, because if you don't play, then life's not fun. This toothpick, it tastes like mint. And it's way more fun than just a wooden toothpick that has no flavor.
True that, dude.
That's a fun toothpick.
So, you know, Xon turned me on to a way funner toothpick.
That's what it's all
That's what it's all about. I don't think fun's black and white. I think different people can find different things fun. It's a spectrum, but if you're not pursuing that, whatever it is for yourself, if you haven't found it, then there's more to life.
Imagine every person that you see is somewhat different from every other person in the world. Each person has a unique life story. Isn't that wonderful? I often wonder how that can possibly be.
I'll never be a professional skateboarder. I'll never make money from it or get some kind of promotion because of it. But I'll also never look back and regret any time I spent doing it. And then someday my knees will give out and I'll have to find a new way to play. And yet still, I will take the time to build a ship in a bottle or work a puzzle. Because I don't know when, but someday I'll do something just because I love doing it. For the last time.
I'm standing on this log because it's more engaging, it's more fun than standing on the dirt. That's why I'm standing on this log.